Okay, thank you for that, April. And Kay, you were saying you like it, you would prefer it a little bit closer to the trip?
Yep, yeah. For me, like I said, April, you're gifted with watching the calendar. Me, I'd be like, wait a minute, what I got going on?
Have to
Okay.
stay organized. I have so much going on.
Likewise, I need to know. I would have liked to know to like do stuff a little bit earlier to like plan plan a little bit better because I got stuff going on at work, and then also to like not overthink packing.
Okay. Well, all great feedback. And maybe there could be a combination of both. So maybe it could be sent as soon as you book the trip just to put it on your radar, but also there could be like a couple of follow-up emails as a reminder, um, maybe like 3 weeks ahead of time and then like a couple days ahead of time as well. But thank you for letting me talk that through as I was killing time and trying to wait for Tish to join us. It doesn't look like she's going to make the start of our meeting, which is completely fine. I'm sure she will be here at some point, even if it's just in spirit. And she'll have the recording to revisit if she doesn't join us in person. Okay, well, welcome everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. Does it feel like a Tuesday to folks? Okay, it's just me.
No.
Def
I'm
okay.
off tomorrow, so I'll take it as a Friday.
Yay, I love that. It also, I was talking to Steph, my assistant, who if sometimes you think you're hearing from me, you might be hearing from her. But it's just it also doesn't feel like the end of August. Like it doesn't feel like we're about to enter a new month, but that just might be me. Feels a little wonky. All right. Anyway, without further ado, um, this is not my therapy session. This is our Egypt and Jordan trip kickoff session. Thank you all for being here. I am so excited for this trip. This is a great group of people and exactly who was intended to be on the trip. So I'm excited to have you guys all here to meet one another virtually, to hear specifics about the trip, to get an introduction to the travel guide, to answer any potential questions that might come up, and to get excited about this trip that is less than a month away, guys. Less than a month away. Okay. Thank
22
you,
days to
Jakir.
be
All right,
exact.
Jakir, put your hands on the wheel. Oh my goodness. Too hyped right now. No, I love it. I love it. But please be safe.
Yes.
This is a recorded session. And forgive me because I might have started the recording early, so you just might have to like fast forward the first 10 minutes. You just might be looking at me. And or April, who logged in a couple minutes early. I'm not good at editing. Sorry, that's not where I want to what I want to pay people to do for me either. So I'll tell you when it started though. But this is recorded. So if you need to jump off, you can jump off. Of course, we'd love you to stay, but if you can't stay the entire time, no worries. This is only shared with the people on this trip. So all of you will receive a follow-up email with the link to the recording to revisit at your leisure. And then anybody who doesn't make it, who's on this trip, will also receive the link to this recording. So this will be an information sharing session, but also a way for us to get to know each other and start our pre-bonding on this amazing trip that is going to make forever friends. If you didn't know, you are just gonna, I mean, I'm not going to swear by it, but I'm pretty sure on all the trips, everybody makes a like long lasting connection, at least one. So just get ready. These are the people that you are going to be bonding with in this amazing experience to Africa. Okay, so I am going to just start off by way of introduction. This is a bit of a unique introduction. Typically I start off by introducing myself, and then we have like everybody gets to introduce themselves. I'm going to skip over myself. And instead, I am actually, oh, I love your little emoji, Tish. That is so cute. Okay, we are all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I think
7.
this
Yes, we are all here. Okay, great. Tish, you didn't miss much. Don't worry. We are just getting started. I was trying to procrastinate until you got here. So you're right
Thank
on
you so
time.
much.
No problem. And anything you did miss is recorded, and you'll get that video link as a recap by tomorrow. I was just saying, this is a bit of a unique introduction because usually I just hit the ground running, introduce myself, not make, but invite everybody to do an icebreaker and introduce themselves. But I get the opportunity instead to introduce April. And April, this is a unique opportunity because, as some of you know who have been on Lesbi Friends trips, a couple of you have been on Lesbi Friends trips. There's only 2, so let me not say some. As 2 people know who've been on Lesbi Friends trips in this group so far, I personally have been on all the trips as the trip leader, as this is my company. Thank you for giving it a shot and traveling with Lesbi Friends Travel. Hopefully you will be back again and again. But as I've put into the universe, I would like to create opportunities for other people to travel in variety of positions. And so I've created a trip leader program, as some of you might know, because you are on the email list. And April has been gracious enough to apply, get selected. I actually told April when we traveled together for the first time, she would be a great trip leader, and she was fighting it, but I've just like whittled her down, right? So she took it, she bit, and then she took the opportunity to be your trip leader for this trip. So she will be the trip co-leader, as we're calling the program, because she's not alone. And anybody who's a trip co-leader in the future, you're not alone. There are people who are leading with you, just might not be there in person with you. But April is going to take the lead on this trip kickoff session because she is actually leading the trip for Lesbi Friends. And she's had training, and we've had so many conversations, and she's been on 2 Lesbi Friends trips herself personally, and international trips. The first was last year to Thailand, and she was amazing in that, just a born leader. And then the second was earlier this year to Nicaragua. She would have went to Colombia with us as well, but I had to cancel that trip. There just wasn't enough interest. I don't know. People didn't want to go to Colombia in April. But April, outside of being an avid Lesbi Friends traveler, she is a remarkable person. As I've gotten to know her personally in these last couple of years, I think she's one of the most intelligent people I know. She just knows a lot of stuff, guys. So be prepared to learn. She has an open heart and an open mind. She's very gracious and giving. She's a great listener and a good support system. And she has a passion for travel. She probably knows more about Egypt and Jordan than me, and I've been there. But she's just full of, information. So she's going to be your trip leader, and also she's going to take the lead and in this trip kickoff session. So I'm still here as support. I'm never going anywhere, but we're going to let April take the reins. And so I just want to introduce you to your trip leader for this trip. All right,
Thank you,
April.
Lisa. I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. Like Lisa said, I've traveled with her quite a few times, or has it only been 2? I think it's probably only been 2, but I have an amazing time on her trips, and you always walk away. I have always walked away from every trip with a lifelong friend. And the setting, the environment is just phenomenal. The accommodations, the itinerary is just always one that is breathtaking. And I am going to step up and do my best to be a mini Lisa in this space. So we are going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to this trip for probably almost a year now. So I have done a lot of research and I'm just ready. So I know we only scheduled this call for about an hour and we're about 15 minutes in. So I would like to do a quick round of introductions and kind of get a icebreaker kickoff, get everybody a chance to kind of get to know each other. So we will start off with an icebreaker question. And let's start off with name, pronouns, and what is one souvenir you try to um,
I
take
don't
with
know if it's
you? And I will start. So I'm April. What? Is it my internet going out? Because I just got a thing that says internet
Yes.
connection is unstable. Why? It's never okay. That's interesting. Did it come back on?
I think we only
Okay.
caught name, pronoun, and we didn't catch
Just
after
name,
that.
pronoun, and a type of souvenir you typically bring or take with you wherever you go. Like if you so I'll start. So my name is April, my pronouns are she, her, and when I travel, I typically look for a local alcohol, right? Whether I'm international, whether I'm domestic, what is I always look for something specific to that place to bring home. Um, so I don't know, is that mine that's doing that? That's interesting. Okay. Looks like we're having some kind of
We can hear you, April. You're good to go. And I've also put it in the group chat just for reference.
yeah, I don't know why my connection is going out today, right now. Interesting. Okay, so who wants to go first or go next?
Hmm.
I'll go. So my name is T. My pronouns are she, her. And a souvenir that I like to look for, I would have to say as well, tequila, but I always bring back a turtle. Although I have a puppy now, I've been obsessed with turtles for the last 8 years or so, and I always bring back a turtle because I also have a turtle. So I love turtles of all
Water
sorts.
turtle or land turtle, or do you try to get the turtles that are like that can be both?
Um, no, like just a souvenir type of turtle because
Just a souvenir.
because I actually have a turtle.
I had a turtle once in college. It didn't
And
last.
he keeps growing because I keep putting him in a bigger tank.
Nice. So do you have to get somebody to come out and tend to him while you're gone?
My son will
Or
be
is he
home.
kind okay. Good deal. Okay. Who's next?
I can go
Jump in
next.
there.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Letitia. I know you had your go. It's all right.
Okay. So I'm Tish. I go by T as well. So it'll be two T's on the trip. My pronouns are she, her. And the souvenir I usually look for is a shot glass. I like to bring the liquor back as well, but usually a shot glass, no matter where I travel. That's what I look for. So nice to meet everybody.
Thank you, Tish, for that. All right. I heard Kay go next.
Yeah. So Kalila Joseph's K. In Charlotte, pronouns she, they. And one of my go-to gifts is always like a coffee mug. I always like to bring either a coffee mug back from my mom and a shot glass from where I'm at.
Awesome. So do you have a favorite coffee mug or that you've brought back, one that's super distinct?
Um, I think most recently, like a Chicago one. I think because it was kind of like a marble type of thing, and she fancied that, so I was like, okay, I like that.
Nice. Nice. All right. Shakira, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yep, yep. I'm Jakara. My pronouns are um she, her, king, and I usually bring back coffee.
Coffee drinker. Are you a coffee drinker or do you bring it back to gift it?
No, I'm a coffee drinker. Yeah, so that's my go-to.
Did we get everybody? Samantha.
Nope,
Samantha's
y'all
still
didn't
here?
get Samantha.
Yeah, I was like, Samantha's still here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Samantha, I think you've been we're volunteering you.
That's fine. I my pronouns is she, and I usually bring back I would say jewelry or some type of like art.
We're going to the right place to get some jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry or art or art, both.
Well, one of
Did
the
I
good
answer all
things,
the questions?
no, you did. You did.
Okay.
There is an amazing art district in one of the cities we're in. So I think you will. I hope you have an opportunity to go by and take a look at that if you are into art. All
Okay.
right, let's
Can I
get.
go? Can I go?
Yes.
Sorry, I know I'm not coming to do Jordan with
I
you.
forgot you were there.
It's
Have a good
okay.
day.
It's okay. Forget I'm here. Lisa, she, her. I used to collect turtles too. I started doing that when I first traveled to Cape Verde. That was like my first big international trip, and turtles are big there. But then my next trip, international trip, was semester at sea, and I collected a turtle from the 9 countries I went to. And when I was in Hong Kong, I got real live turtles, and then they died. It was so sad. And then I stopped collecting turtles because I didn't want to kill them. But now I'm like Samantha, and I just collect art so I can get a painting of a turtle or something and add it to my collection.
I'm determined to one day swim with turtles. I saw a video of this girl who did an excursion. She swam with turtles and was so terrified. She was hitting the turtles. I was screaming at the screen, like, why would you do that if you were scared? I was so angry, as if I was there. But yeah, I want to swim with
Seen
like
this
big turtles.
destination where they release all the little baby turtles, or it's during turtle season and the eggs hatch, and they have all of these little sea turtles on the shore. I think it's so cool.
It is.
All right. Without further ado, we can get into this kickoff call. Let me see if I can share my screen. All right. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I have two screens. So if you see me look away, it is only because the other screen is over here. So this is our official kickoff call for the Egypt and Jordan trip, which is happening in, as T said, in 22 days. I am super excited. I hope everybody else is excited. So we'll go through this rather quickly. Everybody will get a copy of the slide deck, so no worries if you feel like you missed something. If there is a question as we're going over something, please just stop me, jump in, and ask. There's no need to wait until the end. Okay, so We're just so our first slide is talking about Lesbi Travel. For those who have not traveled with Lesbi Travel, it is an amazing group that has um, great community. It has great inclusivity. It has amazing, the people bring just a light of joy and a ray of sunshine. You will have a great time. And I hope to see some of you guys who are first time travelers come back a second and third and fourth time. So just kind of going through our first impressions with Egypt. Egypt is your birthplace of civilization. So I can just imagine. I have never been, so this will be my first time with you guys. So we will all get to see it with fresh eyes. Has anybody been to Egypt or Jordan, or will we all see this with fresh eyes? Lisa, you don't count. You've been everywhere. I'm trying to get my roster to look like yours. Yep. Okay, moving on. So like I said, everybody will get this. So just a few fun facts, right? We know that the Gaza pyramids, they kind of perfectly align with Orion's belt. And one of the cool things I looked up, I knew that the Nile River was the longest river in the world, and I knew that it kind of flowed over 4,000 miles. But you hear 4,000 miles and you're like, what does that even really mean? So could literally drive from DC to LA, back to DC, and back to LA and still not hit 4,000 miles. And to just have a river that long blows my mind. But just moving on. So these are some of the entry requirements. So we will need a passport. We need at least 6 months remaining on that passport. Lisa, you had your hand up. Were you having a question? Or you just...
Sorry, your internet, but it's perfect now.
I don't know why it is. Maybe it thinks I'm working. And it doesn't want me working this time of night. Trust me, I'm not. But so everybody should have at least 6 months left on their passport and should have a blank page for stamps. You will need a visa to go into Jordan, to enter Jordan, and a visa for Egypt. Both countries do offer VOAs, which is visas upon arrival that you can get at the airport. If you choose to get your visa online, which I have already applied for mine, your visa for Egypt is around $25. I think I paid 25 US dollars for it. And it takes 5 to 7 business days to get. For Jordan, it is recommended to get the Jordan Pass. And if you purchase that Jordan Pass online, it was, I think, $112. But they will reimburse you if you stay in Jordan for more than 2 days, which kind of fits our itinerary. So we meet that criteria. Saying that, if you do not get it online and you choose to get it at the airport, you will need cash to purchase those visas when you land and go through customs. So if you're choosing to do a visa at the airport, please make sure you have cash and exact cash, because they will not give change. Any questions about that before we move on?
Yes. Which airport are we purchasing that at?
So
For the Jordan Pass.
we will fly into Petra. So
Okay.
you will be able to get it at the Petra airport.
Okay. But if we purchase it online, where do we get the reimbursement from?
So I kind of did mine in the middle of the night, right? But there is a reimbursement. But I think if you upload your travel documents, they will reimburse it to the original form of payment, right? But you can upload your travel documents, and I think if you upload your travel documents, you can waive the fee completely. And they do give you a email and a QR code. So you can print off the visa that they send to your email and also take a picture of the QR code. So you can just scan it at the kiosk as you're walking through.
Okay. Could you remember like the process or the links of where you did that? Because someone I think Kayla asked the same thing. If you can send it to us. Okay.
Absolutely. 100%. I will send both of those. Shot notes. I've been taking notes the whole time. So forgive me for that. There is the for travel insurance. And also we like to ask people to register with STEP, which is the Department of State and Embassy, so you can get alerts on anything that's happening. And also it keeps the US aware of where you are. And as part of my job, I have to register with STEP. So, and I think Lisa, being in the DC area, it's kind of a thing. So, but you can sign up with Department of State. Okay, so getting into our trip, we will fly in to Cairo. Has everybody booked their flights? Because I haven't seen all the flight information, but everybody's booked their flights. Like silence as a yes. All right. So while we are away, we will communicate through WhatsApp. And I did see a question where the question was, what is the best way to communicate? Using hotel Wi-Fi to get a SIM card or to get an international plan on your phone? I typically just turn on an international plan on my phone. I think it's $8 a month with Verizon. However, you do what is more comfortable for you. We will be in a group. So if you feel comfortable just kind of using the hotel Wi-Fi and kind of knowing that you're going to be with a buddy who has access to the internet that can keep up with group communication, feel free to do that. If you feel comfortable getting a SIM card, get a SIM card. They sell those at the airport all day. It is totally a personal preference. I personally just turn on international plan when I'm away. All right, and as far as conversions, in Egypt, your dollar will go further. One US dollar is 48 EGPs. And in Jordan, your dollar will not go as far. So it is $1 equals about 71 cents in JODs. So be prepared for that. So as far as LGBTQIA life in Egypt and Jordan, it is not illegal, but it is definitely something that you would more low profile. They do not like PDA, whether it is a heterosexual couple or a queer couple. So just be mindful of that. We are in Egypt. We are technically going after the summer season, but it will still be rather warm. The temperatures will range from about 88 degrees to about 95. And it does cool down at night. So you're looking at about 75 degrees at night. So you may want to grab a light jacket or some long sleeves and have that with you, just so that if it gets cool, you can have something to put on your arms. Please, please, please make sure that you bring sunscreen. Their UV index is rather high. So if we can target about a 30 SPF from even to a 50 FPS, your skin will thank you later. The same with Jordan. Jordan is a little bit cooler, but um, they are still in the 80s to high 80s to low 90s, and it does get a little bit cooler at night. As you see, we're at about 68 degrees in the evening after the sun goes down. So that's where that jacket will come in handy. So here is the itinerary of our trip. And so on day one, when we arrive, we will get settled in and then we will have dinner, our famous welcome dinner at the Cairo Tower. We will get some amazing panoramic views. And this will be the night that if you want to get fancy, by all means, get fancy. We will go out, have dinner, and take some amazing pictures. On day two will be a full day. We will go see the pyramids and we will see the pharaohs. Um, on day two, you would want to wear layers, but keep it light, keep it flowy. Make sure you have good walking shoes because we will do some walking. On day two, there is also an optional add-on for the dinner cruise. So if you haven't signed up for that and you're interested in it, that option is still available. So on day three, we will go to the museum and we will also go to some mosques. So on day three, we is about modesty. So we need to make sure that knees are covered, shoulders are covered, we don't have any chest exposure, and closed toe shoes. So keep that in mind as you're packing. Um, the theme on day three will be covered but cute. So on day four is a free day. It is your opportunity to explore Cairo on your own. We do have two add-ons available for day four, which is an Egyptian cooking class and the baptism site at the Jordan River. Um, if you have not signed up for either one of those, it is not a requirement that you pick up one of these add-ons, but if you do, the sooner we know, the better, so that we can make sure that we plan for that accordingly. So on day five, we actually leave Cairo and we go to Petra. So we will take a flight to Petra, and then we have a little bit of a drive to get to where we will be staying. Saying that, and I'm glad that came up. There is a 3-hour drive there. You may find it, and I think one of the questions that came up is how do you kind of deal with long flights? One of my secrets for long flights is to download your entertainment early, right? And that came up even just now because we have a 3-hour drive. We may want to sleep on the van, we may want to have some elevator music. So get those playlists together. I will bring a portable speaker. We may not use it, but it is an option. So just kind of keep that in mind. Day, what was on day 6? Day 6, we will go to the tunes and we will hike. So make sure that you have good sneakers, tennis shoes. I think that that trail is a couple of miles, maybe 3 or 4. It will be broken out. So I did kind of read through that. And the theme on day 6 is Indiana Jones, but make it yours. And again, you guys will get these slides. I know I'm going through them really quickly, but I just kind of wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity to do a high level overview, right? So on day 7, we will be in the safari. And again, this is where that jacket will come into play because we will be out in the evening and it can get chilly there. Day 8, we will go through some of the mosque and we will go to the Dead Sea. And if you want to float in the Dead Sea, that is an option. So make sure you bring your bathing suits. So if you want to get in the water, it is 100% an option and part of the itinerary. And then on day 9, we will bid farewell and say goodbye to our new friends, but we will definitely stay connected. All right, so that is our itinerary. Any questions about that before we kind of move on to the next section? You guys are quiet. All right, okay.
Well, we didn't want
So
to cut you off, let you go through without cutting you off.
no, trust me, it doesn't bother me.
I
If there's
do.
questions, ask now. Don't wait until because I'll forget.
So the travel from Egypt over to Jordan is not a plane ride. It's actually a 3-hour van ride.
From Cairo to Petra is a flight.
Oh, so where oh, the 3-hour plane van ride is just on day
After the
5
flight.
after the flight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be a long travel day. But we are going to rock it out. We are going to it's a small group, right? So we will probably get in some good naps. We will have some good conversations. But yes, it is a 3-hour ride after the flight. I have games planned. I have music planned. I also know how to put in earplugs and go to sleep too. So it will kind of be a moment of seeing what everybody needs and kind of making sure that everybody gets what they want, right? And sometimes it's been a long day. I don't want to talk. Let me sit here and be quiet. And that is always an option as well. So,
Gotcha.
was that your question, T, or did you have more? I didn't.
Just one more. So
Sure,
in total,
no,
how many different places are we actually sleeping at?
Say that again, 4.
Okay.
You asked in total how many different places are we sleeping, correct?
Correct.
Yes, 4. Okay, I thought I heard you. They when you get these links, you will see the name and locations of the places we're staying. So feel free to give it a quick Google and take a look around. I have. So is that all, T? Anybody else have anything? You guys are quiet.
Someone suggested kid socks for your legs for circulation on a long flight as well.
That is compression socks.
Compression socks, yes.
I always fly with compression socks, and I've actually upgraded, and I feel fancy now. I have these long compression socks that actually have the toes out, and those to me are so much more comfortable than just the regular compression socks. But yes, I do travel in compression socks.
Okay.
Questions, T. You are on it. I like it. I like it. Anything, anybody else? All right. So on your free days, if you want to kind of go out and explore, there is public transportation, there's Uber, and there's Carmine. But they are affordable, they are safe. Um, so just some options for transportation as far as how to get around when you're there, when you want to explore on your own. So, as far as food, I did see a question as far as what are some palate friendly beginner dishes, right? So in Egypt, there are two things. Huh. Um, we have their national dish that I think is very beginner friendly, and there is another dish that is called it's I'll send it out, but it's like HAWAWASHI, and it is kind of their version of a hamburger, right? So it has a little bit of familiarity to it. And even in Jordan, we have some their national dishes. Tipping, there was a question about tipping. Tipping is customary and expected. The average is around 15%. Um, Also, one thing to keep in mind, a lot of their dishes are served family style. So one of the things is if they are served family style, be open to share. And something that could come across as offensive that we may not even think about is always use your right hand only. Never use your left hand when greeting people, shaking people, accepting food from them, even in a restaurant, if they're handing you your plate, you accept that with your right hand. They see the left hand as dirty and unclean. So just kind of keep that in mind. I mean, I don't think it'll be like grossly offensive, but it is a right hand country. Also, their water is not safe to drink, so there will be bottled water. So make sure you bring a water bottle to kind of carry around extra water if you need it, but we will not be drinking the local water over there. Also, um, yeah, okay. So this slide kind of talks about their modesty and some of their common phrases. What I was reading is specifically in Egypt, they find it greatly appreciative and humbling and welcoming if you can say anything in their language, right? Even if it's just a simple hello, please, thank you, no, yes. And from what I was reading is it gets you brownie points like no other. So just to throw that out there. Um, so while they are not fans of PDA and LGBTQIA. There is a call out to some air quote underground communities and some allies. So, should we venture out, or should somebody want to venture out and see a club? We have those listed for Egypt and Jordan. So, put that out there. And again, you guys will get these slides, and you can take a look at the clubs and the places listed here, and kind of decide if that is something you want to venture out on after we return or on your free day. Packing. So this kind of goes into the essentials of your packing list. And most of the things here are kind of things that we've already talked about. Your breathable layers, your lightweight scarf, something dressy for dinner if you want to, a swimsuit if you want to get in the Dead Sea, or even at potentially a pool at one of the hotels, right? With your bathing suit, make sure it's nothing super revealing. Also, you may want to grab a hat, the high SPF sunscreen, um, power adapters. That is one thing that I didn't call out, is power adapters. So you will need a power adapter, because your US plugs will not work without an adapter, or your phone chargers, your iPad chargers, your headsets, your watches, any of your electronics. So you definitely want to grab an adapter. And that is the end of the show, and we are on time. Okay, so we are at 7:52. And again, the slide sets, it is the end of the night. The slide set will be sent out to everyone. Is there any questions? We have a few minutes, thoughts, or anything you want to revisit?
I feel like I'm asking all the questions.
I have
No,
one more
this,
question.
oh,
The day for the baptism trip, I believe is so far just Tish and myself. But what is the attire for that trip?
Modesty.
Gotcha.
There's a suggested, sorry, and April's not allowed to share the detailed itinerary yet, but in the detailed itinerary that you'll get with the times, a couple weeks out, you'll get the travel guide by tomorrow with the email follow-up to this trip kickoff. Sorry, April, to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But you'll get a detailed itinerary with the times, and all of the activities. We definitely went over the overview, and the overview might have mentioned modest dress, but in the detailed itinerary, it'll give suggested outfits, suggesting things to cover yourself. But it's a baptism. They know you're potentially going to be wearing a bathing suit, but there are suggested clothing items there. But maybe not a thong bikini, but you also don't need to wear like shorts and a top. You can wear a bathing suit if you feel more comfortable. Wearing a cover up with that is encouraged, but they do realize it's a body of water, so you might just be more comfortable in a bathing suit. And ask all the questions, T. I hope I didn't dissuade you from asking them.
No, I like the question. He is keeping me on my toes. And it's like, did I do enough research? And I love it. I love it. He hit us with another one.
yeah, that was gonna be
No,
my same question. As far as in the baptism, what attire? Another question that I have, and it just, I guess, more tips. This is going to be my first time doing a long international flight. So, like the long for me, I guess from coming from Charlotte, there's one flight that's going to be like 12 hours. So, any tips from the group that, you know, how do you kind of make it through those longer flights?
So for me, I'll speak up. I download my entertainment first, right? Because I never want to get in a situation where, God forbid, the in-flight entertainment isn't working, right? So I try to come prepared with that. I do wear compression socks. Um, Eat light. You may not want to eat super heavy because you don't want to run into the possibility of having stomach issues or anything. Um, I try to always bring earplugs, just in case there may be noise and I'm trying to nap. Um, it is amazing to sleep on a flight, but I don't think you want to sleep the entire flight, simply because I think that kind of increases the jet lag, right? Because you are going to a 12-hour distance. Is it a 12-hour difference? I haven't looked up the time difference. I think it's a 10 or 11-hour difference, right? So
7.
how long?
7.
7. Oh, that's not horrible. Yeah, so keep that in mind, right? But I know some people swear by a good neck pillow, right? Um, I don't know what else does the group like for long flights. So, what are some of your saving graces on long flights?
I I have a circulatory condition, and so I get my hands and feet get really cold. And so I have heated socks. I bring heated socks. I have
Never
compression
heard of
socks,
that.
but I don't need them, but I do bring the heated socks. Sometimes a blanket is comforting from home or just having layers. For me, I'm that good neck pillow person. Also, I'm that person who's going to have a couple of cocktails to help me get to, maybe a glass of wine. Don't bring your own. I guess they'll, you can get like kicked out or arrested or something. But maybe before the flight or when you're at the airport or order something. Sometimes a lot of international flights they give you wine included, So, but I'm not encouraging, that unless that is what you like. But a good glass of wine never hurt me on a long haul flight.
Yeah, Lisa, thank you for the layers. Um, yes, and a good blanket because sometimes you do on those long international flights. Most of the time, they will give you a blankie, but there's nothing more comforting than having your own that you're familiar with.
I can
Anything
chime in on
else?
this one.
Sure.
I have motion sickness, so there was a flight attendant that gave me the tip to put a bag of ice on the back of my neck, and it just zapped it out. So if anybody has motion sickness then that's great help. I also wear compression socks, the neck pillow, layers, and my main thing is I don't sleep the night before a long flight because I like to nap out. So I'll just stay up for the day before.
Yeah, I don't sleep the day before either, but it is not intentional. It's probably because I'm still up
Because you're
packing.
packing. Yep. Same.
I am a last minute packer.
Yep.
I am notorious for packing 5 minutes before a flight is I've got to get better. Gotta get
My
better.
pack and to be ready, but I tend to overthink it and I'll reorganize and I only want to take a carry-on and my personal bag. That's why I kept like overthinking, like, what do we wear? What do we wear? Because I'm used to going on trips where I'm being girly. I have 6 pair of shoes because I wear heels every day. And what am I supposed to put on my feet? I literally only own 3 pair of sneakers. So I literally have to buy shoes for this trip. I have to make sure I don't pack no shoes. This is kind of hard to dress down for so many days. So that's why it's been so hard and nerve-wracking for me.
No, I am going to be linen out this whole trip.
That's what I
I will
bought.
probably have on a linen outfit the whole time. So I am looking forward to our first night to actually put on some girly clothes. So, but I typically usually just bring a pair of sandals or some flats. Um, yeah, you will need shoes, tennis shoes. All right. I definitely want to be respectful of everybody's time. I know we scheduled this for an hour and we are officially at an hour. But if anybody, you know, wants to continue talking or have questions, I am here for, a few minutes. Ish and Kay and I am going to mispronounce your name, and I wrote it phonetically down. Jakira, she dropped. No, Jakira, pronounce it for me. I did write it phonetically, but clearly. So forgive me if I mispronounce it.
She stepped away from the call.
Yeah, I think she stepped away. I think she even put that in the chat. All right. Anybody else? I
My
will send
bad.
those.
I was too far from my phone to unmute it so I
No,
could
no,
be
no,
heard.
you're good.
But I think you said it just right, Jakira.
Okay, I wrote it down phonetically. So, but if I mispronounce it, please correct me.
Okay. Okay.
I will not get offended. I think that calling people by the correct name is a given and it is a must. Um, so yeah, I will not be offended. I will actually be offended if you don't correct me and I find out I've been saying it wrong the whole time.
Hey, Jakira. Like that. Just kidding.
Exactly like that. No, 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 no. All right. So anybody, I will send out the visa links, and the slide deck comes out as well. And one other thing that I didn't see in the slides, but I do remember reading is when we are out with the vendors and we are shopping, haggling is okay, but don't haggle aggressively. So if they are selling something for 10, you know, maybe go to 850 and kind of stop there.
Great tip, April.
You know I'm a haggler. I will bargain shop you down.
Um,
Anything else? Go ahead, Lisa.
Oh, I just wanted to give a few next steps,
Go
just so
ahead.
people know what to expect. Because while April is going to be a trip triple leader, there's just some information that you'll need from Lesbi French Travel. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. The conversation doesn't stop here. We are going to open up the group chat tomorrow, so everybody will be added to that. And you guys can feel free to use that as a way to connect with one another. I will also be a part of that, but I will try to take a back seat and let April lead. If you have some questions can be answered by the group, so please direct them, like the packing questions, the flight questions, please direct them to everybody, because we are all just going to learn from each other. But if there's a specific question that you need answered by myself or April, please try to use the us in the group chat. I work better via email, as some of you may know. If you've tried to text me, you might have gotten a response 3 days later. But if you text me now, if you email me now, I will email you I will respond in 5 minutes. I'm just always on the computer. So if there's something urgent, or if you want to make sure it gets to me, please email. As I know, there was a question asked about um, picking up from the airport. I will email you that, but verbally, just so you know, there will be a sign that says Lesby Friends Travel, waiting for, and a driver waiting for you upon your arrival. So when you're picked up, as soon as you share your flight details with me, I can, confirm, I can arrange for your flight, your pickup from the airport. And the driver will typically be waiting, like 30 minutes before you're supposed to arrive. And they will not leave even if your flight is delayed. That's why we ask for your flight number, so they can keep track and make sure they get you. But there will be a Lesby Friends sign, and maybe your name in parentheses, but at least you'll know, look for Lesby Friends Travel when you arrive. As far as airport transport back, it will be at least 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours beforehand, but all that will be communicated in a detailed email, so you have something to reference. I know you guys have some packing to do, some shopping to do. I'm excited to see people sharing maybe pictures in the group chat of things they want to bring. I put a lot in the group chat while April was talking and doing a great job leading this session. But just so you know, some of the packing lists are live links. So if you need ideas of things to purchase or bring, like the charging, that like the plug adapters, those are live links, so you know exactly what you're looking for, whether you buy what I suggest or not. It's completely up to you. Just trying to take the guesswork out of things for you. Please, again, ask questions in the group chat. Ask me questions, but if there's no stupid question, so if you think you could benefit from knowing the answer to a question, the entire group would also probably benefit. So please try to ask things in the group chat. Sometimes you might ask me things individually, and I might respond to you and then end up putting it in the group chat anyway. So to avoid that, just ask in the group chat, and me and April can answer everyone at once. I think that's it for me. You will probably get at least 3 to 4 more emails from me. Sorry, not sorry. April, of course, is amazing and a wealth of information, so she will continue to proactively share as well. And I think that's it for me. Okay, I'm going to be quiet. You can send us off, April, or unless there are any last minute questions, please ask.
All right, that's that pregnant pause that I did not hear a response. So everybody have an amazing night. I look forward to traveling with you guys, and we are going to have an amazing time. So thank you. Thank you for giving up an hour tonight on a Tuesday to find out more about this trip. But just, yes, I think this is the first call I've ever been on where we have had everybody present. This is a huge accomplishment. So thank you. All right, you guys have an amazing night, and we will stay in communication between now and the trip.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Your
Hold on.
recording still going, or did you
I
stop it?
know, I'm trying to stop it. How do I stop it? Lisa's Fathom Note Taker.
Oh, I didn't even see the messages in the chat.
I know, because you're too busy hosting, which is great. I'm gonna get off and just call you.
Okay.
Bye. everyone.